Hello my friends, welcome to the Happiest Man Alive. From science to religion and into spirituality, human beings are seen as one with this infinite intelligence which created the universe. This limitless intelligence is always working, is always creating, depending on the information and things the individuals, human beings, identify themselves with. If human beings identify themselves with this infinite intelligence within the human body, if they allow this infinite intelligence to express itself into their lives, there are no limits on their potential, there are no limits on what they can achieve in this material plane. In the contrary, if human beings identify themselves with the environment, the culture, people, emotions, thoughts, then these aspects take over the infinite intelligence. These aspects create, limit, and affect the individual's, human beings' potential. As an example, a man was sweaty, trembling, anxious, focused on what the people will say about him. As a result, he failed to give a competent speech at school when he was 15 years old. From that point, he decided that he was not competent at public speaking, and he never tried to improve his public speaking skills. Another man, based on his parents' experience, who never went to school, decides he won't go to university as he won't succeed. As you can see in these two examples, the two men allow the circumstances, people, emotions, thoughts to define them. They were no longer the infinite intelligence within. They were not themselves. They did not believe in themselves. By way of contrast, in the past, the paradigm at the science of race indicated that a specific race was inherently less intelligent than other races. Well, later, this specific race that was supposed to be less intelligent than other races went on creating numerous and influential inventions, publications, writings that revolutionized society and greatly contributed to its betterment. As you can see, these people from this specific race is a great example of how people stay in the power, in their inner intelligence, not identifying themselves with the circumstances, people, the culture, and the environment. As seen in the previous examples and explanation, the success in this material plane comes with the individual's identification with the infinite intelligence within the body. In order to interact with the circumstances, people, environment, thoughts, emotions, in a way that allows the individual to fully function in his life, in his existence, allowing the infinite intelligence within to express itself, having a righteous and limitless life. You see, human beings are themselves this limitless intelligence within the body. In order for human beings to identify themselves with this infinite intelligence within the body, they need to know who they are. For that reason, the biggest challenge in this material plane is attachment. When individuals identify themselves, get obsessed about things, and those things become unattainable, they suffer. They are limited and affected by those things. When an individual doesn't know who he is, he becomes the people, the environment, the circumstances, the culture he finds himself in. In this way, the individual who doesn't know who he is, he keeps on becoming. He keeps on identifying with things that he's not, drifting farther and farther away from himself in a limitless cycle of suffering, affected and limited by the things he's attached to. The individual who knows himself, he knows this limitless intelligence within his body. He puts his attention into things, but he remains detached on whether those things are to arrive or not. He knows through the inner intelligence that what's for him will come and what's not for him might not come. He remains detached. He remains limitless, unaffected by the environment. That's the nature of human beings. That's the nature of life. To remain detached, to flow with no limits and enjoy the life experience from a neutral space. The moment we attach ourselves to anything, we suffer because we go against our nature. And that's love, that's freedom. You see, this culture, this society tried to conceptualize love. They created a concept of love based on attachment, but real love is detachment. Real love is freedom. Human beings are made of love. Their nature is to be free. The moment they attach themselves to anything, they move away from love. They move away from themselves. You see, the etymology of the word religion means, the prefix re means to bring back, and legion comes from the Latin ligare, means connect, to connect. So the meaning of the word religion will mean to reconnect, to bring back, and it makes reference to this love, to this infinite intelligence within the human body. So the use of religion should be to connect people with this intelligence within their body, to connect themselves with love, to connect themselves with each other, because they have this love, this infinite intelligence within themselves. And as you can see in the actual world, the actual society, religion is being used for the opposite. We have different religions and they are all kind of against each other. This society, this culture use religion to separate people. So from that point, applying this point into our lives, then anything that is not, any religion that is not connecting you with your brother is not really a religion based in the meaning, in the etymology of the word itself. Anything, even not only religion, anything in life, any knowledge, any experience, anything that is not bringing you back to that love, bringing you back to this inner intelligence within, is not useful for you. It's not useful for the betterment of your life and your existence. You should disconnect from that, from people, environment, circumstances that separate yourself, to not bring you towards that unity. Okay, my friends, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I will see you in future videos where I will be expanding these ideas and other concepts even more. Thanks a lot for listening. Peace and blessings be with you.